Let's now look at the vision. As a trader, you need to have the vision about the long moves on daily and weekly, monthly time frame. The first vision point will be the A plus setup length from sometime if H4, but let us start with daily. Let us start with the daily. The vision is what? The vision is to know the concept around the vision is to know, first of all, the, the vision, right? The concept around the vision is that you must know with your eyes the length of how many pips you can go to the upside, how many pips you can get minimum. Secondly, you need to know how many days your direction, how many days, right? The length of your direction, how many days? The length of your intentional direction must last. And then you also need to know where you can withdraw those 100 pips. What are the reversal zones where the price will reverse? And where are the continuity points? That's the vision of a trader. That's what I call the vision. Because in football, for example, when you see Lionel Messi, what do we call vision? Lionel Messi make passes that breaks line, right? Makes very important passes that make the game. He's a playmaker. Those are not lazy passes that weak player often send to their goalkeeper. His passes breaks lines and make the other team struggle. Same thing for Cristiano Ronaldo, right? When the way he shoot the ball is so perfect that he doesn't shoot like just carelessly. Actually, he shoot to score, not to just hit the ball. He has a perfect fit. Both feet are perfect. So it is because those two players have a vision in terms of how they play. Their passing lanes and their scoring capability are too high. So for a trader is not an analyst. First of all, you are just not just an analyst. For a trader, you need to have it in mind. You need to have it already planned, already planned that um, you need to have what already planned. The number of people you can get, because that is related to the money. The number of pips you can get, for how long you can get, for how long you can trade in the same direction. Like you need to know if your buys, you can always get buys for 2 months. You can always get high best opportunity of buy for how many months, how many weeks. And then you need to know the reversal zone where you can take the correction maybe, or the reversal of the whole market. And if the trend must continue, you need to know it. That's the vision. You can know it in advance. That's the most important thing for a trader. That's the most important thing that you must see with your eyes. Before everything happen on the chart, you need to know this. Because when Lionel Messi give those passes to his teammate, he already knows what he has like three what he's ahead of other players, three steps ahead. Lionel Messi. The only way you can be 3 steps ahead of your old self as a trader, because you don't compare yourself to other traders, you compare yourself to your own to yourself. Because trading is a lonely game most of the time. is that you need to be ahead of the market. How many steps ahead? 1, 2, let us say 3. Yeah. 1 for the number of people, 2 for the number of days, 3 for the reversal, 4 for the continuity. 4 step ahead. 4 step ahead, like Lionel Messi. Cristiano Ronaldo, same thing. When he hits the ball, I never understood this. Why player in difficult angles, why player will miss, he will score. You see the goalkeeper at this point closing this left corner, but that is where Cristiano Ronaldo will go and score. It's just because he's perfect. Both of them are perfect. That's why they are the GOATs. So you need to be 4 steps ahead. With this, you cannot be beaten. I don't know how you can lose with this kind of vision. So let us start with the number 1 vision. It will be the A+ setup length from daily, weekly, monthly. You can also do it in 4 hours, but let us do it in daily here. For example, you know that this was a Kijun setup, right? When candles touches Kijun, let us take this one. When candle touches Kijun, like this one, right? You need to place your drawing board, your drawing tool, like this. Go inside your backtest, the analytical backtest dashboard. You go on daily. You look at the length of Kijun that you plotted here, and then you see in your pair on USD JPY 163 pips minimum that the market must rise to the upside when the candle touches Kijun in daily. So then you have this increase. Then you plan 163 pips like this in advance before even you see those candles, and then you go on 1 hour. You know that you take your position. You know that you take your positions like this. You can start taking this dunk, placing your stop loss just here below, and then placing your take profit exactly at 163 picks above. That will be your position. But this position will not be like out of no vision. It will be a position because you know what you intended to do. You knew the intention of the market, and then you followed the intention of the market from there. Because you knew from your back test that this is how many pips you can get from the market, and the pips are related to your bank account. If the market rise for positive 100 pips, you make positive 10 risk reward. Let us say, for example, if your stop loss was at 10 pips too. And then if you had a position of 1% per position, this is 10% of your account growing. So you need to know how much money you can earn in advance, far ahead of time. That's how you know. Even even on weekly, you can have it, right? Even on a weekly, you can have this type of vision. You can have this type of vision, even on weekly. For example, on weekly, when the candles touched Kijun just right here, I mean, at this level, what did you know about your weekly Kijun? You knew that Kijun can rise, can fall down by 204 pips to the downside when the candle will touch it. So you take your drawing tool in advance, you place it like this, 200 pips below to the downside minimum. 204. That's a backtest that you made this backtest on Google Sheet with using 5,000 candles. So when you go on 1 hour, you know what you will do during this period, right? You know that you will be taking a sell from this point. that's what made the market go down. You know that you will be taking a sell here. You can take a sell on the dunk. Let us take a sell on the dunk. You know that you can sell this market from this point of view to till 200 pips minimum, because from this dashboard you can have more than 200 pips. In fact, this market went down till 300 pips, 300 pips, right? Which is inside the bracket too, 307. So it's about you knowing exactly what you do in advance. It's not about somebody will not tell you. It's the market that gives you all of this money. The market is your feeder. Is the one who feeds you. So in all of this downtrend, you know that you will start for the continuity of the trend. If your minimum number of people is not yet reached, you keep selling. You keep selling Kijun to the downside in 1 hour while you take your setups. That's what gives you the confidence to keep selling. Okay, so that's the way you need to plan your trade in advance. That's the way you need to plan your trade in advance. So let us now look at the next ordinance. Now, the next long move you need to know the number of days that the intentional direction will last. The intentional direction is calculated using Tenkan bending on daily, weekly, or monthly. Let us do it on daily. On daily, every Tenkan bending will give you an intentional direction, because it will set the intention of the market. It will set the intention of the market. For example, you know that when you see Tenkan started bending to the upside here, right? All of this was Tenkan bending to the upside till here. But from this point, Tenkan bended down to the downside. But so how many days does this Tenkan last? It was this bend down of Tenkan to the downside. It lasts 7 days, right? Is it 7 days? No, 8 days. When you compute it, when you zoom in, it is 8 days. You see, from this point to this point, all of this is a downtrend Tenkan. So you know when you see that when you see that it was a correction, you then come on this dashboard. You go on daily, because you don't do it on 4 hour. You do only on daily, weekly, and monthly. You go on daily. You will write like this. You will write like this. 8. You put in bracket because it will be a correction, and then for continuity of the trend, we will write the numbers too. Let me show you how you do it. Okay, this trend, continuity of the what? Of this deep trend. The deep trend started to the upside at this place where the SSB is inclined to the upside. So when SSB is inclined to the upside from this point, the candle are on this green candle. So I will start looking at Tenkan bending to the upside from here, from this candle, from this Tenkan, to have the uptrend, right? The uptrend computation of Tenkan bending up. So Tenkan start bending to the upside here. So I will take my ruler till this Tenkan at this point. It gives me 40 days. So that's the continuity. Continuity, I put it without parentheses. But for this correction, I put it within parentheses. This is 8 days, right? 8 days. When you see J, it is days, like jour in French. So now let us do for this downtrend here, for this whole downtrend. For this whole downtrend, the continuity started of this deep trend started here till this point, till this Tenkan bending. So it lasted 64 days. Then it's got the correction in front here made 15 days. So I go in the correction bracket. I place 15 days. After that, the continuity to the downside made 28 days. Then this correction made how many days? 20 days. Still Tenkan bend to the downside again. 20 days. Let me put 20 days. Then the continuity, this continuity made how many days? Till the beginning of the uptrend. 24 days. 24 days. Then this correction made how many days? 17 days. Then this other continuity made how many days? 4 days. So when you see 4 days, this 4 days means this you can realize that the continuity means 4 days only because we were already at the at the end of this continuity. But normally continuity can make 20 days, 40 days. So it's just the continuity of a deep trend. So let us continue the backtest observation. This continuity started here till this point. That was 35 days. Then the correction of the deep trend made 15 days. Already have 15. You see that the history repeats itself, right? And then this continuity started from here to 65 days. And then we have a whole long continuity that was 71 days. So I will stop myself just right here. I don't want to do all of this. Your job will be to do on all of these 5,000 candles for Tenkan bending down and bending up. On daily, when Tenkan bend, at least it lasts how many days? Minimum 4 days. So you need to take into consideration that the bending of Tenkan will affect the 1 hour time frame. And that will give the bending of Tenkan is called the intentional direction. That's why now Tenkan is bending to the upside now on this candle that is just been printed. So it can last at least minimum 4 days till Thursday next week. So till next week, we are Friday today. Till next week, we will go to the upside minimum. From backtest, that is what we see. So you will not be stressed by does the direction goes to the upside now or goes to the downside? No. You know it. You already know. So when you have this Tenkan bending up to the upside like this, you know that you can take every retracement to Kijun in 1 hour. Every retracement to SSB in 1 hour will be buys and buys only with certainty during these 4 days minimum. Is that not sweet? Is that not juicy? It is the same thing that happened. It is the same thing that happened during this time, during this correction. Let us take this correction. Let us go in 1 hour during that correction. Will we have enough candles to go there? You see, when the gun started bending to the upside, what did you have? You have all opportunity to buy here. This correction went till this zone, this minor zone stop the price. That's even when you know that the minor zone can stop the price and make the price reverse. And then you keep buying. The gun in daily is still bullish. You keep buying this SSA, buying this. You get the point? That is exactly the point. This one lasted 15 days, but minimum 8 days, right? For the correction, it's how many days? Minimum 8 days. So at 8 days like this, you can do other analysis, but you know that at 8 days is already the minimum of the correction, but the correction can last even till 24 days because that was a correction daily. This one lasted 15 days, right? 15 days like this daily. So that is exactly the vision that I'm talking about. Then trading becomes soft and smooth, not hardcore shaking. So that's what I call the number of days of the intentional direction. Okay, next, you need to lose on daily. When you can withdraw the profit, when Tenkan hit the left resistance or support, that's when you know that the correction and the reversal start. Let us go on daily and we look at it. For example, look at this at this uptrend. When the uptrend started at this point, right? Tenkan was down there, but this was a resistance area. Let us start with the candle of the boji of the candle here. This was a resistance, right? This was a V resistance. This one is a resistance. So if I draw an horizontal line here, Tenkan rise with the price. But when Tenkan arrive exactly at this resistance, you see what the price does? The price went down to the downside. The price went down to the downside. So if you buy from this point, you already know where you can withdraw the profit, your first profit, before waiting another entry, because the direction now, the deep trend is now to the upside. You already know based on Tenkan. Use only Tenkan, not Kijun. On daily, use only Tenkan, daily, weekly. It's the same thing that will happen here. You see where Tenkan is now, bending to the upside. Here is a resistance, right? Isn't it? You already know that you can withdraw your money here. When Tenkan when the price will rise to the upside, the price certainly be above here, somewhere here. But you already know that you can withdraw your money as soon as Tenkan will arrive on this body of this candle. That's where you can then start withdrawing your money. That's the vision that you need to have. That's a dynamic type of withdrawal money. You understand my point, right? So Your position now can even last, if you took a buy here, till anywhere near to the upside there. It can last the number of days that it can last. So you already know where you can take a big reversal point, a big reversal in lower time frame in 1 hour. That's what you need to have inside your mind in the vision. That's how you can plan. Those are the most important elements in trading. This daily point type of withdrawal profit. And then you can go and take the reversal there for a short reversal. We were at this level. Okay, now let us not look at the reversal where you can reverse. Look at when you can take a reversal. You already know that we have zones of reversal, like major zone and minor zone on H1. I'll just repeat myself a little bit. The price reacts a lot on 1 hour major zone. In terms of when I say react, reverse a lot in 1 hour major zone. This is a major zone, right? 1 hour. That's where you can have reversals. So when the price will come here, you can have a turn down even till SSB on 1 hour. So you need to be aware of that. You need to be aware of that. So if you are inside a trade from now, you should not be surprised, because you know that this trade will go to the upside for long. You should not be saying, my money is finishing. No, instead, you can even plan another entry, because this trade is bullish. It's about even to break this big resistance, even though it can stop a little bit for a long moment here, but it will break it, because even 4 hours is bullish. So don't be surprised of the reaction or the type of reaction of H1 zone. H1 zone are there to make reversals. See, for example, this H1 zone did not make a big reversal, right? So it just posed the price to go to the upside, but it made a correction in 1 hour. That's what we can have in the future, in the present price. So you can just have this and then keep buying again at this point. So that's what you need to put in mind as a visionnaire, to have a vision as in trading. Now let us talk about the minor zone. The minor zones, now you need to understand the minor zone. We have no minor zone in the future now, but let us look at the past. This is a minor zone, right? You know what the minor zone does. The minor zone can either be broken through, make a rebound, or rebound before breaking through the minor zone. That's what the price can do. And in rare case like this one, the minor zone stop the price. In that case, the minor zone stop the price. The price go down, make as if you go through the minor zone, but it stop the price, you make the price reverse to the upside. In rare case, but the normal behavior of minor zone is this one. You need to keep it in mind. Now we have H4 reversal zone, like the MTF H4 and H1. You need to be aware that if you take trade on 5 minutes, your best reversal point will be the empty space. When the candle is in the empty space on 4 hours like this, you go on 5 minutes, you take a buy. You go on 5 minutes, you take a buy. You can take a buy here on 5 minutes. Even here, but this one is not that much a good one in terms of reversal. So in 1 hour, you can also take empty space. Like I'm talking about this. Oh, I wanted to write empty. I wrote H4. What am I even saying? This empty H4. Even in 1 hour, when you want to take reversals, let us take for example this reversal or this reversal. You go on 5 minutes, you can take the reversal. Even Even 15 minutes, you can take the reversal there. But on empty space, those are your point of reversal where you can take reversals. 15 minutes gave you a reversal here. That was the H41. 15 minutes don't give you a reversal. The candle was in the empty space in 4 hours. 1 hour reversal is this one. The candle are in the empty space. 1 hour too. So you see how you can take reversal, right? You need to understand it as a trader, because now you are no more an analyst. You are a real trader, a hardcore trader. Now let us go for high time frame zones. High time frame zone line. What I call high time frame zone line is that, let us look at, for example, at a zone in 4 hours. This one is a zone in 4 hours, right? A twist, the twist left. You see, when you have a zone in 4 hours, it is the price respected. You see how the candle came on it and then the market reversed. So for this case now, for where we are now in the future, you need to understand that when a line in high time frame is already touched, it can be broken for the second time. So for me, a line is no more virgin, is no more fresh where it is touched. It can still play out like for a short amount of time, like making the price go down a little bit, but from the second time, for me, I just consider it weak. So because this twist is already taken, but what is not taken in 4 hours, it is this Tenkan Mountain, a part of the zone. So this is what this Tenkan Mountain can do to the price, can make the price do. Like the twist was a resistance. The twist looking left, this twist made the price fall down by many pips. This Tenkan Mountain will also make the price fall down by many pips. So let us look at the daily, for example, for a higher time frame zone. Even here in daily, you have a zone here, a twist here, a part of the zone, right? A twist here, and then you have another one, Tenkan Mountain here. So the price have all of this time to come there, but when it will come there, it will make the price turn down, because those are zone points. For example, let us look at one example here. You see this example. When the price came to this twist, you see what the price did. Let me put a vertical bar there. Let me go on 1 hour and look at how many pips the price moved to the upside when the price touched the zone. The H1, the daily zone. When the price touched the daily zone, you see how many pips. If you, let us say that you bought there, it could have been a clear 284 pips. Is that not huge? Even this one, even let us say even this one is 200 pips already. So you need to be aware of how the zone works. The zone can make you have good buys at that point. Very good buys. Very good buys. So be aware of those reversal zones. Be aware of it. Be aware of the way they work. Don't start being afraid. Even if the price, even if even if the market will continue to the downside, the zone will play his game. The zone is gonna play his game. Even if everything continues to the downside, the zone is gonna play his game. And you need to do the number of pips, like the exercise here, to know the length from which the zone can the zone can reverse the price in general, and then you have an approximate minimum and maximum, and you will not be surprised at anything. So next one will be the continuity. For the continuity in H1, how do you take the continuity of a higher time frame of H4 in H1? Let us say H4 is going to the upside. Let us say H4 is going to the upside. This H4, right? Let us take this H4 from here. H4, ticket cost in H4 is going to the upside like this, right? So if you see Tenkan, a Tenkan setup in H4 like this one is a Tenkan setup. To take a continuity of this trend to the upside, you go on 1 hour. You go on 1 hour. What do you take in 1 hour? You wait, you see what a ticket correction. At the end at this ticket correction, it will be the best moment for you to take that continuity. So when you see that on 4 hour a ticket course, a Tenkan setup, go down in 1 hour. Don't start being afraid. Will it be a complete reversal of the market or not? If there's no if you will see a ticket correction in 1 hour, and at the end of this ticket correction, yeah, just right here, when they can bend to the upside, that's where you can then start buying. When ticket start, when they can start bending to the upside, then you can buy. Then you buy here. As simple as that. It will look like this, like if we combine the two time frames, this will be 4 hour. And Tenkan correction, ticket correction will be like this. It will look like this. This will be 1 hour. This will be 4 hour. That's how it look like. It look like an hamburger. You are putting some sausage inside it. Sausage are 1 hour and 4 hour is a bread. That will be this. Okay. So don't be afraid. Don't start panicking for nothing. To take continuities, that's how you take continuities. So that's the first part of the vision. Make sure that you duplicate this Google Sheet because you will use it. You have almost everything for a trader here. You will use it. You will be using this. Okay, let us move to the next.